We want to talk for a minute about GEC lessons, and I want to show you like 4 different things. One is the linear lessons. They're not stacked in any way of difficulty. They're just like there would just be an A1 lesson, all of the questions, right? Then we do have the stacked lessons where if the student gets problems correct, they go up to more difficult versions. If they get problems incorrect, they come down to easier versions. And then there's the sequence-dependent lessons, which is basically where we take 4 of these and we assemble this. We assemble one of these. So these lessons still exist in linear, but we're sort of culling from these to build a stacked lesson. Okay, so that's a combination of the two. Now, I will also say that even though we build these inherently as stacked, we can deliver just the B1 version only if we want. Okay, so these will convert to these will convert to these. And that's what your SDP is when these convert over. And finally, we have an essay builder environment. So really quick into GEC. This is the essay builder. I'll show you that first. These are based, if we go previously, this is page 5 of a 5-page ebook. Okay, and this is the B2 version. But if you finish your 5-page lesson, the student can come to here and they can get an essay builder opportunity. Okay, so you see I've got this image selected for the publish mode, so the student can see they can assemble their own essay. You've got introduction, body 1, body 2, body 3, and these all have the main points and the supportive details in them, and this is all connected to the database. So they can get hints and support here, and we can also help to score. So that's kind of a look at the essay builder. Now, to see linear lessons, how we assemble those, we go to a course right here, and I have to find a linear one. I think there's some linear courses down here. Yeah, these are all linear. But also Runway is linear. Let's look at this Runway course. Okay, this is a lesson group which has 10 lessons in it, and if we just look at this setup here, we have identified this as linear, so it's not stacked, and we've identified it as just simply A1. These are A1 lessons. Okay, so that's how we create a linear lesson and identify which language level that lesson is at. Okay. Now with that, then we can. All right, that was the linear, right? Linear lessons. Now, how do we assemble those into SDPs? How do we take 4 of these and assemble them into a, into a stacked arrangement? Best way to show you that is going to be in probably Master CFR. We have elementary. And this lesson right here is a placement test. And what we've done in here, I'm not going to load these because it takes a long time. Like if I click here, it'll load all the A1 lessons. Well, maybe I'll do that with A2. There's fewer A2 lessons than there are A1, so it loads faster. But the point is I can load in all my A2 lessons, and then I can harvest from there, from any lesson. I can take problems and put into the stack. All right, here they are. Here's my A2 lessons. Okay, and so I can take, here is from A2 reading, for example. Here's from A2 listening, right? That would be from this lesson. Here's A2 grammar. Down here is an A2 problem from jobs. Here's an A2 problem from point of view. So you see, I can do that for every level, and I can assemble like a test or a specialized lesson that was inherently built here, but then we have taken and cloned. We've taken copies of the problems from here and intermixed them to create a stacked SDP lesson. So we looked at summary engine. We looked at linear lessons. We looked at the SDP lessons. I think the last thing I'd like to show you is if we go back to this curriculum builder again, we can look quickly at 2 things. All right, so if I open this up, the ebook again, you'll see that we have the A1, A2, B1, and B2 version of this ebook. Okay, so obviously this is the B1 version. Here's the A1, and you'll see the text is quite a bit more, more condensed. All right, so however, at the same time, we can look at the problems themselves. Instead of just the ebook, we actually look at the problems, and here you'll see there's 15 of each kind. But let me open one of these up. I'll just go maybe into the lesson demo here, and you'll see that each problem also has the 4 versions. So here's the A1 version of the problem. Customs are things we do. Here's the B2. Right, customs are things we regularly do out of habit. So that is maybe a little bit closer view of the the adaptive path lessons. All right.